Hey, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. I'm glad you made it because I have a few questions I might need some help on here. We're going to look at a video that kind of features Lasith Malinga. Now, I apologize if that name is not pronounced correctly, but he's from Sri Lanka, and there are two reasons I want to look at this. One is that it features 4 wickets in 4 balls against New Zealand in a T20 match, which is a shorter version of cricket versus test matches, what I think is the case. And to me, as a newcomer to cricket, 4 wickets in 4 balls seems absolutely impossible. And it probably is nearly impossible, though he did it here and I read that he did it another time as well. It's hard to believe because I know at this level how hard it is to do it, and I mean even 2 wickets in 2 balls seems difficult. But the second reason is I was really intrigued by his bowling motion when I saw a video last week that's on my channel about there was a video about unorthodox or unusual bowling motions, and he was in there, and it was a striking thing, and I'll tell you why in a bit, but let's get to it. This is from Sri Lanka Cricket YouTube channel, and Malinga's 4 wickets in 4 balls. Let's take a look.
Lasith Malinga. Colin Munro has been cleaned up by Malinga, so we'll pop back upstairs, boys.
I assume that's a Yorker. I mean, I assume that looked like a Yorker from what I know. I love his style. I love the look. He looks like a rock star with that hair and stuff. And he's just bowling. That looked fast.
Yeah, this was very much on the cards, and Malinga was looking for this angle. He's cleaned him up with a brilliant delivery. Created a gap between bat and pad. He's mostly a...
You know, when most athletes hold up that one finger, it means like, we're number one or something. But when he holds it up, it probably means that. But it also, I think that's the sign that an umpire makes when there's a wicket taken, an out.
Massive striker down towards mid-wicket and square leg. This time got it all wrong. And Malinga, with a finger raise,
So
has
that's
done it again for
1
Sri
wicket,
Lanka
1
with an
ball.
early breakthrough. Gone for 12, 15 for 1.
Okay, well, I'll say briefly, as briefly as I can, his bowling motion looks to me more like a baseball pitcher or baseball throw than it does a cricket bowl. Because cricket bowlers quite often have, after the run up, they have that little hop, like kind of a hop it looks like, and they're, you can tell they're gathering all the momentum and energy to release the ball at maximum. But he doesn't really do that. It looks like he just runs up and bowls it, but he does it from over here, sideways. Not quite, not there, but here, which is common, in baseball. And it looks like he doesn't keep the arm straight. But the thing is, I know he must because he's doing it, and he had a great career, and I'm sure, at least I assume, it was talked about because I'm sure I'm not the only person to ever notice it, but it was considered to be legal because he was like a superstar bowler for a long time. So it's legal. I'm just saying, to me, it looks strange. It looks normal for baseball. It looks strange for cricket. And if anyone's out there who could tell me if there's been controversy or there's been, if he had to change anything to fall within the legal limits, that would be interesting.
Checking on the pad, they're asking the question, will they go upstairs? They have.
Oh, close. And wickets hitting. Fabulous
So
review taken by
that's 2
Lasith
in a row.
Malinga. Brilliant piece of cricket.
Yes, that's a confirmation. Brilliant review. Sri Lanka got 2 wickets in 2 balls.
Rutherford goes off the very first delivery. The type of start Sri Lanka needed. They're on a, he's on a
So
hat
now
trick.
the crowd's
Lasith
thinking, no
Malinga
way,
gone home with the
3
new
times.
batsman.
That would be too good to be true.
Well, the crowd's gone wild. The mobile phones are on. The lights are on. Ground home on strike. Will this be the hat trick? Let's see. Oh, he's got a hat trick. Lasith Malinga, you beauty. You've got a hat trick. And it's 15 for 3.
He
What
has-
brilliant bowling by the...
You know, he has a little thing at the end of his run-up that looks, you know, kind of cricket bowler-like, but for the most part, to me, it looks more like a pitcher in baseball.
Sri Lankan captain. Well, he's turned it around, and what a magnificent delivery.
He's looking at the big screen. He's looking where they'll get a reprieve or not. So
Does the heel have to be behind the line,
creating a bit of
or
drama.
can it just be on the
This
line?
could be a massive anti-climax.
Maybe part of it has to be behind the
Is
line.
some part of that heel behind the crease?
The
That is
crease?
what the third
Does that mean the
umpire is
line, the
looking
crease,
to read
the
here.
crease, the
What
line,
do you
the same
think,
thing?
folks at home? What do you think? It's mighty tight.
I don't know.
Will it be a no ball? Will it be a no ball? Let's see what happens. I think it's a confirmation. The third umpire confirms. He's
So is that
something
3?
behind the line. Oh, what a moment. What a moment.
So that's 3. You know, I'll tell you something that I was thinking. I know that it's called, because I've learned in the comments, people have commented, that it's called a chuck, like an illegal delivery is called a chuck, like chuck. And I just want to say, like, where I grew up, when I was playing baseball as a kid and stuff in California, in the U.S., the way we used to use the word chuck was like, to us, a chuck was like a really hard throw. Like, if there was a ball over there and I said to a guy, hey, throw me that ball, and he says, I can't throw it that far, I might say, just give it a try. Just chuck it as hard as you can, and maybe it'll make it. You know, or did you see that guy? He just chucked that ball so hard. So anyway, it wasn't. We didn't use the word chuck for every throw. We used it for like a super throw. Just chuck it as hard as you can. Anyway, I thought that's interesting because it's the same word, but it's kind of similar but different in terms of how it's defined.
And Lasith Malinga could smile. The ground home gone without scoring. It's drama here. New Zealand 15 for 3.
Brilliant. I mean, first ball, he had no clue whatsoever. The angle of the bat suggested that he had missed the ball when it was in its full flight. And that hat-trick has made the day for the crowds, and it was mighty
So
close
is that
whether
the
it was
third
a no
one?
ball or not.
I think that's
Some
the third
part of the
one.
heel was read as being behind the popping crease. Yeah, that's him, number 99. No
99. See, number 99. That's another cool kind of thing that makes to just like visually, he's fun to watch. He's unique.
Struck on the pad. They're asking that question. 4 in 4.
4 in 4.
It's too good to be true. 4 in 4 for Lasith Malinga.
4 in
New
4.
Zealand now 15 for 4.
That must be so rare.
Ross Taylor gets to see back fuller length ball and plumb in front of the stumps. A dead duck. Fantastic, fabulous piece of bowling, accuracy, sideways movement.
I just thought of something.
And 4 of 4. Lasith Malinga is unstoppable. 15 for 4.
Wow, that's incredible. That's incredible. I just thought of something. I would imagine, 4 in 4 for 4 happens rarely, but like I would guess when it does happen, when even 2 wickets and 2 balls happens, or 3 and 3, I would guess it's the pace bowlers who do it. I would think they would have the best chance of doing it because they can just, overpower people for, just a moment there. I don't know. It's interesting. And another thing, I'm guessing this is true. You can help me out. Is I've got a lot of comments from people who talk about how the bowlers in cricket will, strategically set up a batter. Throw maybe a few slow ones and a fast one, and then a real slow one. Anyway, to catch them off guard, and those like sort of a strategy of balls to throw the batter off. But except for the first one of this series of 4, he couldn't do that. He didn't do that at all. There was nothing, no setting up because there were no balls before the one that got the wicket. So the third 3, or 2, 3, and 4, are just straight out of the gate, which is incredible. But he's familiar. His style is familiar to me because it looks pretty much like a throw you'd make in baseball, a pitcher would make. But I don't know. Is he? Which would mean in cricket he must have been unusual, I'm assuming. And I would like to know if there was a lot of controversy or if there were questions about it. I would imagine there were tests done and there were super slow-mo things, and he must have qualified, been on the side of legal because he's one of the great ones. So obviously it was deemed legal, but to me it looks interesting. It looks unusual for cricket and normal for baseball, But he's fun to watch, that's for sure. If you like the video, please subscribe. If you like the video, please write and answer some of my questions like you always do. I would appreciate it. You can subscribe if you like the video or the other videos on the channel. That would help me out a great deal. So anyway, I'm going to go outside. It's like 2 in the morning right now, but I'm just going to chuck a few balls down the street as far as I can and just see what happens. And I'll talk to you later. Thanks.